to all of you. And today we are still gonna continue this exciting tournament, and this is round two, day four of Battle Knight Championship Season 1. Let me just introduce you guys to the teams real quick. On the blue side, we have Team Swap, and on the red side, we have Team Video Delete. And
Let them play the
myself
hero.
is my name is Soul
I
Sky, and
will
I'm
be the
going to be your
truth
caster for
this
today.
world
And alongside with
desperately
me joining
needs.
is none other than my good
I
guy
am the
Sasuke.
priestess
Sasuke,
of
how are
primal
you?
lightning, the
I'm
hunter of
good,
all the
man. Thank
evil
you for the great
gods.
introduction. Moving on to the band phase, we are seeing that the blue team, that is the video delete, they'll be banning out. Oh, they are prioritizing the EXP lane, and that the heroes are Yu Zhong along with that there is La. Meanwhile, red team, they are looking for the same. They'll be banning down that elite. Pretty good picks, though. I mean, for the bans.
All right. Well, yeah, that's I couldn't say list, but do you think that this might be a homework ban coming from both the teams? Like they have seen like what kind of plays the opponent team can make, and just banning very peculiar for a specific kind of thing. And the EXP lane ban, EXP lane is one of the crucial what do you say, a crucial part of the game because they usually help in the turtle zoning a lot. So they might be focusing on that thing, and that's how they are gonna sort out this game. So what do you think about it?
Well, maybe if they only focus on the EXP lane, there will be assassins, a lot of assassins open. Meanwhile, we are seeing a Roger ban coming in from the team Red, which is none other than Team Swap.
Yeah, I guess. And the Roger, is being one of the viable pick all around the last season also. And this season, Roger is continuing even after the
Always on the
recent nerf.
way.
And there comes
Your
the Matilda
team
ban.
is
Matilda
banning.
also one of the viable picks because of the shield and mobility she gave to their teammates. Pretty good ban coming from both the sides. So the first ban phase from the blue side, that's a team swap, has already been completed. And that's there, the assassin ban,
Your team
Sasuke.
is
And
picking.
I think there is
Still
going to
waters
be
run
yeah, I
deep.
was about to
Your
say the
team is
ling
picking.
pick coming from the team blue, the team swap. And for prioritizing the ling in the the first pick is very good choice coming from team swap, as ling is again one of the viable jungle in this recent meta, and it gives a lot
With
of
two
tons of damage.
greatest
And for the red
inventions.
side, the team video delete, they are gonna go for the Angela and the Zask pick. Zask has been a quite a meta in this,
Your
after the
team is
recent buff he
picking.
got, or maybe the recent adjustment he got. So, Sasuke, what do you say for the, the picks that have come from both the side?
Well, tactically, first pick
Let me
for lane, I
protect you,
do
my
think like the red
monument
team, they
party.
might have anticipated that pick, but we are seeing a Harriet pick coming in from
I,
side, coming
Minotaur,
from
Your
will
team
finish
is
off
picking.
what was
but
left undone.
it's rare to see a Harriet getting picked in this tournament because to counter Harriet you can just go Minstar or Esmeralda or Phobius. Like there are plenty of other options. Like so, people are not taking that chances. But Team Blue, like they are pretty confident in that Harriet pick along with that Minotaur. That is one of the
Begin.
solid
Your
tank. But
team is
with
banning.
with regard, we are seeing a Ruby pick coming in from Team Red.
This land is our
Yeah, and
homeland,
we
and
are
it will
again this
soon be
now
our
the
burial
second banning
ground.
phase, and from the right side they have gone for Lapu Lapu again EXP focus, and I think they have did their homework, so they are just focusing on prioritize banning for the other team and just limiting the possibility for the team blue. And let us see how team blue will retaliate. And as you have said, the Harith pick, he was pretty confident,
It
and
is
we will
in
see that confidence
despair
in
that I
Your
game. And the
see
team
the
Nathan
is
ban
forest
coming
banning.
in from the blue
house.
side, the team swap has banned Nathan. And what do you think about this ban, Sasuke?
Well, technically, a Nathan is a very good and devastating hero in the late game. Once he gets his farm, he can decimate everyone,
Butterfly is
even
born by
just
thy
Your
by
way.
team
staying
is
alive. He
banning.
can do a
Thy
solo
words are
1v5,
flint.
and we have seen that in previous days.
Yeah, exactly. And the Zuxin ban, Zuxin, the new mage in this season, and she has proved, she has a pretty annoying, kit that she has brought in the Land of Dawn. The CC, that continuous CC that she gave, can be deadly for your team. So I think that's good ban coming from Team Red, the video delete. And let's see
I
the
might
last
not
ban
be
in
a
this
lightning
game, and
man,
that's
Your
the
but I do
team
Barrage
is
know my
ban.
picking.
And
traits.
Barrage, uh, can be a very flexible pick. You can pick Barats in EXP, you can pick Barats in jungler. So I think they have kept that in mind, and they have limited the jungler's pick for the team red, as they have already picked the Ruby. So Sasuke, what do you think that the second picking phase, the first pick is gonna be?
Well, we are seeing like the Bane hovering right now, and maybe the Team Red might have juked the
Even the
enemies in
strongest of
banning
tanks
out that
fail to
barracks
make
because we are
gains.
seeing like an Angela Roma. So technically, like they would be
The
like going
fire
for
of
a
battle
tanky pick.
never
Meanwhile, we are seeing
extinguishes.
a Masha pick. Oh, it's
Come
gonna be a
on,
Masha on
Dexter. It's our
EXP.
The
That's
showtime.
quite
heat
unusual though. And for the gold lane, it's gonna be the Clouds. Okay, so Harriet is gonna be the mid lane though. Zask versus Harriet in the mid. Kind of sus though.
I think that they have a little, the dashing ability. It might get used like
May
when
the
this Ask
blood of my
Ultimate
enemies
make
flow from
sure
my
that the head
spear.
escapes through the dash. But I think they will have to, make it work somehow. And as you have said, Sasuke, in the, earlier today, sorry, earlier the recent, you said the Minsita can counter the Harriet, and they have gone for the Minsita pick. So I think they have listened to you, the Caster Curse. So
Exactly. That's why I regretted saying it again and again. But the drafts have been picked. What do you think about the drafts for the both of the teams? Well, I would technically support the red team because like they do have the tankiness, but it for the damage dealer they have been along with the Zask. Those two heroes need to do the damage dealing thing, and I do suspect like that Minsta, the Aizen, one might go for that full damage build since he is the goal leaner of his team.
yes, and as you've said that you guess that the right side has pretty stacked draft, but I will have to go for the blue side because I think Link and especially with the Link you can play, you can make a lot of plays, and you can make that crucial plays that can lead your team to victory in the late game, in the mid game, and even in the early game if it snowballs. So we will have to see in this game that what it's gonna be. So do you think any something strange like the emblem or the spells that they have brought, or do you think that they are the same?
Well, technically, I do think like it is might a pretty setup, but thinking that emblem that is just a second.
welcome to
Oh, it
mobile
got loaded. Never
legend.
mind. I forgot the emblem name.
5
It's
seconds
quite
till the
unusual
enemy
to see a
reaches the
war cry on
battlefield.
Bane though, because
Smash them.
like that war cry emblem, it
Monsters
does give
deployed.
damage depending on the three skills you give, and like stats does it like that.
Exactly, exactly. And while we were speaking, we are in the land of guys. Once again, on the blue side is the team swap, and the red side is the team we delete. And both the junglers have started with the gold lane standard rotation. And look at Amino early rotating towards the top lane, or maybe the EX lane because they do not want Ruby to just get early gang. But I think Ruby got that advantage of early gang towards this Letho, and I think this Letho is going to be the first fight. Meanwhile, Leng just move towards the red buff first as quickly as possible, just getting to the level 3 mark, and he might go for he just going for the level 4 quick mark, and nobody, oh never mind. Letho has gone towards the Ruby, and Ruby will get the Letho and going towards the EXP lane there.
Exactly, pretty decent rotation meanwhile. We can see that Minotaur is already on the bottom side, and along with it, there is Ling who has reached, or maybe is about to reach level 4, so things might not look good for Minstar at the down.
Yes, and look at the. Oh my god, that was a close one for Angela, but Angela will have to flicker out, and Angela will not have flicker in the future Turtle fight, which is gonna be held in 30 seconds. And Sasuke, I need to ask you: do you think that they're gonna go for that Minsita pick or that Angela pick off, or maybe just they're retreating? Never mind, Sasuke.
Well, technically, I don't think so. There is, but in the top lane, Ruby is trying to overcome it, and she will be safe as the first blood goes to Team Red.
And
They will be there securing that first blood.
meanwhile, in the mid lane, Minotaur getting the kill of the Zas. The Tempest Blade has been used by Ling, and the turtle is up in the top lane. The first blood goes to the team red, the video delete, and they are just going toward the turtle. No time wasted by there. Ling is pretty low. Ling will have to recall, and this turtle might go towards the red team as there is no one in the turtle of the blue team. So yeah, this and the oh my god, it might be very dangerous engage from her as with the turtle kill. Minsita just got level 4 in the right mark. Look, that was a kind of very deadly mistake coming, and now it's a blue buff. Now Bane also got a double kill and will get able to get the blue buff of Link. And meanwhile, Zask in the gold lane just got the kill of the Claude, and it's 1-5 kill ratio from between both the teams. And this team fight goes to the team red, the regional elite.
Exactly, that was too much fights happening. No, a separate fight. the slot got picked off by Zask in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, there was some kind of like a misengage from Harith and Minotaur earlier in the team fight. Though meanwhile, we are seeing that Minotaur using his ultimate over to that Zask. He might be in some trouble, but no, look at that. Angela for the save. Mr. Godding getting a hook, and he'll take down that Minotaur. Ling is there. He might go in and engage. Oh, Ling uses his ultimate, committing for a kill, but no, he misses his dash, and he is now gonna go down as Zas confirms and delete him. And while Harith is there, he is in some kind of trouble, but there, Bane is there, and he'll be securing the double kill as Harith along with the Claude goes down in a second.
And the the goal line turret will also get taken down by Team Video Delete, and Team Video Delete has already taken the lead in this game. And for the Team Blue, the team, so they really need to retaliate back, because their two turrets are already down, and it's been just 4 minutes into the game, and they really need to just process what has happened, what mistake they have did in the bottom lane. That was a pretty continuous engage from team swap and the video delete, the Bane coming in at the right time, even the ultimate of the Zas coming in the right time, and they have already lost. That's look at the kills of the team, right? It's already 10 kills to the ratio of 1. The team swap with the 1 kill, and again Ling is not getting the blue buff because it's heavily guarded with the team video delete. And look at the Mincithar with that hook. Ruby will get my Claude gets taken down, Harith also gets taken down, and Mino with a slither of HP. Never mind, Minotaur is also gets taken down by Zask, and Zask with a killing spree. Again, this team fight goes to the team video delete.
Exactly. It's not even 5 minutes, and like the things are not looking well. They need to change their pace. They need to farm a bit. But Team Red, they don't seem like they'll be waiting for it, as like Bane is trying his best to push down turns, and he knows like he has the potential in the early game, and he'll be taking down with ton amount of damage. Claude is down as Bane takes that kill. Meanwhile, Ling is pretty low. He was supposed to use his ultimate in the mid, and goes down a shot like this for Bane in the mid lane. They'll be forcing down this mid tower too.
Yes, and the Bane with the 7 kills, and he is on the god, like he's on a run. He's going in, really going in. He doesn't fear now because he has got all the things that he need to the mid game spike. And I think mid game came early in this game. Look at the damage he's dashing out to the, and Minotaur with the Minion Fury blazing to it, coming in from the floor, but there's 0 damage from the team blue, and there's Mino gets taken down. And Claude is a little bit in trouble and gets hooked by Minthar, and again Claude gets taken down 2-for-0 trade. And again the team video delete is really looking like they are going a roll. They're just balling in this game. They are not ready to stop. They are not letting the team swap get a room to breathe, and they are just look at in the mid lane again. There's a little bit fight coming in there, and Harith is so low. Harith will get taken down again. Killing spree coming from Ruby. Very good zoning coming in from Tempest of Blade has been used by Link, and that was a very good timing of the Bane and get the kill of the Minotaur, and along with like the Link also get taken down.
My oh my, that was such an aggression. Look at the time. It's only 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and they are already taken down the inhibitor of the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Masha is there trying to poke down, but Sask will be there to deal amount of damage as Ruby secures the kill over to that Masha.
And this isn't looking good for the team swap. They are already, look at the Minoan Fury coming in. Legendary gets deleted by Bane, and Tempest of Blade coming in. Oh my god, Blazing Druid also gets cancelled by the Bane's ultimate. What a good timing, unstoppable for Ruby, and there's no one down of the team red, and team blue already lost their three players. And it's just 7 minutes and 15 seconds in the game, and they are already looking for making an end without the Lord. Will it be successful? And Ruby, that was very close call for, oh never mind. Did you see that the Bane with a ricochet cannon gets the, oh my god, 3 people are already down of the team swap, and they are just going in. All people just a wipe out, and this game will go towards a team video delete. What a game it was. Total domination coming in from the team video delete, Sasuke.
Victory! Exactly. The point where they lost was the early game. They, like, the moment Bane got the first kill and he took out the turtle in the early game, he got few of the kills. Like, after the turtle was taken, there was a mistake, but he coming in from Team Blue, like, Harith got picked off in the Minstar's ultimate, and there was, like, the Minotaur also got caught off guard. From that point on, this team red just went on the total aggression. Like, they know that they have the early burst, they have this pain, they have the ruby for the CC, continuous CC, and also they have this Minstar ultimate to deny Ling and Harith rotation and like the skill set to give damage. What a team fight! What a team play coming in from Team Red.
Yes, and do you know that the MVP has got into the Bane? Look at the 13 kills coming from Bane, and that was absolute, very, very well deserved MVP from Bane. But his team really, really played well. So congratulations, team, right, to and advancing in the further rounds. And we will catch you guys in the next round. That's the round. I mean, sorry, game number two of the round two, day four of the Battle Knight Championship. We will take a short break till then.
to Battle Night Moba 5v5 Championship Round 2 Day 4, and we are here proceeding with the game number 3. I'm Sasuke, the host of this caster, or rather than the lead caster. Along with me, that is Soul Sky would be joining me for this game.
Well, thank you, brother, for that wonderful introduction. And we are back with a short break. And let me just introduce you guys to the teams on the both side. On the blue side, we got, you know who we got? World Healthcare Warhead Cops. You can call him whatever you want. And
Still
against their
waters run
formidable
deep.
opponent,
Your
that's the
team
Mutant
is
Esports.
banning.
And the first ban coming in from the WHC, it's the Link ban. And let's see what the Mutant is gonna ban. And their Mutant, you look at the name of the S1. It's, oh my god, it's Campra. I thought that it was Chimera, but never mind. So, what do you think the first ban coming from the red side is gonna be?
Butterflies
Well,
born by the
technically, we
sea,
are seeing a
guided
Yoshin
by
ban coming
Lantern's
in from
light.
the red side. That is Team Mutant Esports. And technically speaking, like the link ban is like a standard ban, I would say. Like they don't want a link, even though they had the first pick. Maybe they have something else in the mind. Speaking of the other two bans, I can predict like they could go for another assassin ban like Hayabusa, or they could either pick it way.
Well, yeah, and
Your
but they are
team
just
is
going for the
banning.
again the EXP focus. And as we were talking earlier, like the meta in the EXP is Tesla. So Tesla being one of the viable, tanky EXP laner counters to the dragon and all. Or maybe like if you play via
This
sensible,
time,
you can go for
the
Your
choice
team
is
is
that
mine.
banning.
Tesla pick. But now they have banned the Tesla, and the red team, the Mutant Esports, is gonna ban the Xavier. And again, one of the meta mages right now, the global ults is pretty annoying. The damage in the late game that he gives, the new items is pretty annoying. So yeah, that's a good ban. And look at those, both the mages ban coming from the Mutant Esports, and one EXP, one jungler Ling, and Therisla ban coming in from
Come on,
Team Blue,
Dexter.
and the
It's our
Claude ban coming
showtime.
in, and
Is
that's
banning.
unusual ban. But yeah, Claude is being one of the mobile like fast moving marksmen, and cause literally a lot of trouble to the opponent team, obviously. So, what do you think of this ban, Sasuke?
Well, they are
Let
pretty
them play
decent
the
bands,
hero.
though, but I would
Your
say
team
like we
is
won't be
banning.
This
seeing Gojo
world
Sensei
desperately
in the land of
needs.
taunt in this game. The final battle coming in from Team Mutant Esports
Your
is gonna
team
be
is
none other
banning.
than that Yu Shang. Meanwhile, Team WHC, that is World
Creating the
Health
meta
Center,
of
just kidding, it's
bloodshed.
Warhead Corps. They'll be locking down that Hayabusa right away. Meanwhile, in response, they are locking down. Oh my god, that
Explosive
is gonna be the
breeze.
Your
devastating
team
two
is
duos.
banning.
That is Zask and Roger.
Yes,
Only
and
love
look at the
and
first pick.
night
That's a
are
Hayabusa lock,
everlasting.
and yeah, Roger and Zask, as you've said, in the mid lane. And to counter the mid lane, and they have picked the Sicilian for the the range that Sicilian has, and with the ultimate, he process that the quick mobility he gets in the ultimate can be useful against Zask, and he has Purify also. We will have to see whether he uses Purify till the end of the pick. But for the third pick coming from the side of WHC, World Health Care or Warhead Corps,
出ておいで。僕
it's
の炎。
Dirath,
Your team is
and they have picked
picking.
Dirath, the tank killer. And so far, so forth, the draft looking pretty stacked for the first picking phase, and the right side, the third pick is gonna pop off. What do you think? Who it is?
Based on the
My mission
speculations,
is to
okay, it's
protect
none
Your
my
team
other
base.
is
than
banning.
the mighty horse, the high lost itself. Moving on to the second phase of the draft, Team Red can technically ban out the marksman. That is a
Who
Nathan.
said
I
there are
would
no
say, okay,
shortcuts in
they are
life?
panning out
I
that
literally
chip. Well,
invented one.
that is technically a good band though. Chip, Mo being a roamer, he has quite the exceptional abilities to bring out the teams
Also
from their
spawn
lanes and
point
moving
Your
them back
bomb.
team is
again. But
banning.
oh, okay, we are seeing a Kufra band from Team Blue. Maybe they are
Uh,
thinking that the high loss is gonna go for the EXP lane. Now that's confusing. That is the mind games Red team is playing on the WHC.
ありがとう。
yes, exactly. And I think the Kufra ban might be a little bit, the homework ban they might have done, and we will have to see that what's there for Team Red in that, and how they're gonna retaliate that Kufra ban. But for now, the chip being a wonderful ban coming from Team Red, I have to say, chip being one of the most annoying roamer I have faced against because his ultimate, it's ultimate like, come on guys, we have to face against the enemy, come.
I will
And the
protect
Lolita
you.
ban
Your
coming
team
in
is
from the
banning.
team Mutant. So yeah, that's a solid ban. Both the roam bans in the last, like the second banning phase, and let's see what's the last ban is gonna pop off from WHC.
Well, I could probably go for a hyper though because they don't have the hyper. I mean, the red team is yet to pick the hyper unless and until Literature is on the hyper actually. But
Pain
okay,
is the
it's gonna be
proof
the
that I'm
gold
still
lane target
alive.
again. Brody being banned out of the game.
Exactly, and one more the homework ban. Maybe it can be, but they have focused two marksmen as their ultimate focusing on the ban. But as we can see in the mutant, they
Chivalry
are
is
gonna go for the
dead,
Clint. Clint
and
again, one
I
of the
will
Team
revive
split
it.
picking.
his damage is insane after the new items he can process, and I think he got. Did he get some slight buff because he is giving a ton or tons of damage? I have to see how the team Blue WHC is gonna counter that Clint pick, but for now they are just have the last two picks left, and they are hovering towards Minotaur. And what they are missing, they are missing a marksman. Okay, so what Omega is gonna pick in the marksman? I'm very curious to see about it.
Well, a lot of like there isn't much of a heroes. Maybe a Nathan would come in handy, but again, I don't think so. Nathan is an early damage hero, though. They do have this Hayabusa and this Terror. They might cannot deal some amount of
Sancho.
damage in the early game, but it's
For the
gonna
might
be
of
the
Your
Taurus!
team
Assassin
is
Ninja, the
banning.
Hanabi for the gold lane for WHC, along with that Minotaur on the roam.
And along with that Hanabi and Minor pick, the full draft has been completed by the team WHC, and team Mutant is hovering towards us Angela as their roamer, and they have guessed it right. The Hylos is in EXP if they go for that Angela pick. Will Zoro Juro is gonna pick that Angela. We will have to see about it. And they are hovering towards Diggy. Oh, that was a very good game. Oh my god, they're just hovering towards Carmela also. And again, they hover back towards Diggy. And yes, they
Herology
are
is
gonna
my
go for
craft.
Diggy.
Diggy is
What
my name.
retaliation coming in from the team Mutant? They just saw the Mino pick. They think that they have a too much CC. We will have to counter it with our own style. That's a Diggy pick and Diggy's ultimate, which is the purified, if you say so, if you just put it bluntly. So with their Diggy pick, Mutant Esports has also completed their draft. So Sasuke, tell me, what do you think about both the drafts?
Well, technically, I do see the mutant virus might affect the World Health Center due to the draft pick, but let's see what does happen in the game itself. It is the game between WHC, the Warhead Corps, against the Mutant Esports.
You said it right. Will World Health Corps is gonna find a cure for the mutant, or just mutant is gonna overpower them? We will have to see in this match. As we are on the loading screen, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe the stream, and you will get more
Welcome to
exciting games in
Mobile
this channel.
Legends.
So please don't forget it. And we are entering in the land of dawn. Let me just reintroduce you guys to the team. On the blue side,
Five
we have
seconds till the
sorry
enemy reaches the
the Warhead
battlefield.
Corps, the real
Smash
name,
them.
versus the Mutant Esports.
All troops
And both the junglers
deployed.
have been starting from the standard gold lane rotation. That means they will go towards the gold lane if they feel so after taking both the buffs. But now, what do you think, Sasuke? Like, do you think there is any peculiar or maybe strange kind of spells brought by either of the team, or maybe some strange spells, or sorry, not the spells, but the emblems?
Well, I don't see, but Team Mutant Esports, they are on the double revitalize spell. Meanwhile, in the EXP lane, there is some damage dealing tactics. Just pushing in, Dirot might have an upper hand,
Oh,
but revitalize has been popped up
yes.
by the high loss. Who's the first one going down?
Yes.
And it is none other than high loss as Dirot takes the first blood over to that Mutant Esports. Jask is there, he might go down, and Jask
Ooh.
will be down that kill.
Yes, there was a little greediness of the minions from the Daroth. He should have recalled may fall back, but never mind. It's 1 for 1 for both the teams, and it's 1 minute 16 seconds. And Roger going in for that Mino kill. His retribution has been popped off. Hayabusa with the save, but Hayabusa is level 3. But Hayabusa will have to fall back for now. And look at the Clint. popping out the damage to the Hanabi. Hanabi still has her AK's flicker has been popped off of the Minotaur, and that was very cool. Gameplay coming in from the team Mutant Esports.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, again, some aggression coming in from Hylos, but Tirroth will be there standing fierce and strong. Forced to recall Hylos in the dire situation as Turtle is gonna spawn in just 5 seconds of time.
Yes, and in the gold lane, Hayabusa tried to get a diggy, but he used his ultimate there also. But now he is in the turtle position. But and in the mid lane, meanwhile, Zask, that was a very good. That was a very good shadow coming in from Hayabusa, and Hayabusa will get the kill and will make the score even 2 for 2. And Roger is taking going for the red buff. He is will be at level advantage if he comes in the turtle at time. Dairoth with that instant delete with the second ultimate combo. Retribution has been popped out. Retribution will be win by the Roger, and Roger will get the turtle position. Diggy has been re-popped up in the Letho area. Oh my god, that's a very good stun coming from, and the oh my god, Time's Journey has been used by Diggy. That was a very good Time's Journey. Hayabusa will also get taken down in the turtle fight, and this turtle fight will be, I think, goes towards the team Mutants. And so far, they are gonna take the blue buff of the team. Yes, they are gonna take the blue buff. Yeah, they took it. They took the blue buff. Sasuke, so what do you have to say about this team fight?
Mutant Esports spreading their virus. They are not gonna cleaned by these WHC vaccines. It seems though, meanwhile in the bottom lane, there is just some amount of dishing and dashing between those two marksmen. Like technically, I wasn't aware like they would just leave the marksman to like play your own games. We will just have some fun, but here we are, like both of the tanks are prioritizing their goal lane. Meanwhile, talking about the itemization, we are seeing that Hayabusa just got his Sky Piercer, and again, Hayabusa popping his ultimate. He would get killed, but no, Diggy with 1 HP surviving somehow, recalling. Zast uses ult, all of the WHC are forced to recall. Meanwhile, Sicilian, okay, that was us. Sicilian scoring the kill. Minotaur in an aggressive form. There comes the mutant virus. The Roger.
Yes, Roger with that wolf transformation will get the kill of that Minotaur. But I think that was a very good engage coming in from the that the Vino and Fury was on point, getting 2 people stunned, and so far so forth. This team fight gave the team WHC a room to breathe. But still, remember the team Mutant is having a lead of around 1.2k, so they have to keep that in mind if they need to maintain this type of game, because if I'm seeing that their marksman is a little bit late game, the Hanabi, that's the WHC marksman, Flint is not letting Hanabi farm very quickly, and Roger just look at the Roger farming speed. He just in the turtle at the right time, and in the top lane Kira just won against the Hylos, and we can see a turtle skirmish. And oh my god, that was a very good retribution coming in from Roger. Sorry, not Roger, but the Hayabusa. Hayabusa with the shadow kill will get taken down by Roger. Killing spree coming in from Roger. Minnow and Fury. And yes, he will get taken down by that Flint burst damage. They did get a turtle. Look at that Kira. He is in positioning, but he just gave out the vision. Maybe coming in for the petrify. Never mind. He will get backed off. And yes, he didn't have the petrify. My bad. So this team fight maybe I think this team fight was par to par, but the kill ratio is again in the favor of the team Mutant, and even the gold leader also. Roger in the position in the bot lane, trying to gank the Hanabi. Just ask you, what do you think? What is gonna be popping off in this? And again, oh my god, he got the kill of the Hylos again.
I don't know what's gonna happen. We can see, okay, that was just too wide position for Clint, and he will be punished directly as Hanabi secures a kill over to that Clint, along with Hayabusa securing a kill over to that Diggy. That out positioning or overextending at the turtle fight was like more from the blue side, which was like the positive impact, got positive impact for the red team. But meanwhile, we are seeing a potential gang coming in. Roger in a terrible form. Diggy used his ultimate, forced to use his ultimate. That goes Minotaur Flicker ultimate, dealing some damage, but he is just too out position as he was alone in the tower. He will be taken down by Zask ultimate. Damage coming in from Zask is just too much. It's been 6 minutes and 30 seconds talking about the atomization. Zask has already
No.
made his glowing wand. Meanwhile, in the EXP lane, Hylos was down. Look at the damage David Dayroth is giving. Even though
Yes.
he is not on high and dry. Two itemization coming in from Dayroth. It's going to be Sea Halbert along with that Blade of Heptasis.
Yes. And meanwhile, they have asked for a pause. Maybe some technical issue has been popped off for either of the teams. But do you see the Derot's positioning? Can you see the Derot's positioning? He is in the red buff of the enemy and he's looking out for that Petrify combo on Roger. Maybe if that is possible, he will take down the Roger. And I think Roger has zero deaths. Yes, and he has four kills and three assists. And he is on a roll and he is giving a lot of dividends towards his teammates. But I think that you have said very, very, in a very, very, what do you call that? Blunt, not blunt, but but yeah, I'm not getting the word for it. But in the bottom lane, you said they overextended, and yes, they did, and they have got punished by it. So, and I have to ask you, Sasuke, what do you think that what the team, either of the team, have to do if they want to win this game?
Well, technically, the team blue where they lost the team fight is due to their overextending and overcommitting. Meanwhile, team red they are not fighting, and their Roma is a diggy, so they technically don't have a frontliner. All they have is a Hylos who's been losing a lane against a Deroth. So technically, they should just defend in a way because like we did saw the early the game damage Clint was dealing a ton amount of damage, so he could handle him or just play safe. Let no, you can possibly gank down the Deroth. You can even like right now Deroth has the highest gold in both of the teams though 4.7k. Meanwhile, we are seeing the Roger at the goal lead of 4.3k, though there's a not two, but 5k goal difference. So they should probably mark down this Derot because all they have as the frontliner is Hylos, which is not looking good at this very moment. A 0 for 4 on Hylos.
Well, yeah, and the game has been resumed. And in the bottom lane, sorry, not in the gold lane, Hayabusa might get Hayabusa the shadow kill and misses the Clint because he doesn't have any marks. Sicilian with that. Oh my god, that was a very good reaction. Sorry, not the reaction, but the action coming in from the Sicilian. And yeah, and Roger, meanwhile, Roger with the Wolf transformation going in for the Minotaur gets caught in the stun of the Sicilian, but nobody holds. And there was a little skirmish in the gold lane side, but yeah, both the teams are good. 9 for 9, 20k and 20k, only 400 gold difference between both the teams. And the leading team in the gold difference is now, oh my god, it's 20.8k. So it's not that much of a difference, it's 100 rupees, oh sorry, 100 gold. So yeah, it's fine. But we can see a possible skirmish coming in. And as far as we are talking about the itemization, Clint just got that new item, that's the Sky Reaper. Sorry, it's not Reaper, the Sky Piercer. My bad, my bad. So yeah, as we are talking about the itemization,
Did you saw the solo turtle of the Derot? Meanwhile, Roger was in the bottom lane for trying for possible lookout. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, that Minotaur will be going down. It seems he's been overextending, get punished by Zaf left and right. This Minotaur, he definitely needs a magic art defense. Meanwhile, we can see in the mid itself, Hylos is in tanky as Sicilian is trying to punish it. Biggest ultimate has been popped off as along with the Hayabusa's ultimate. He is forced to retreat for now. Both team in a defensive position, retreating from the team fight.
yes, and the goal difference is almost equal now, and both the teams are just trying to get a one pick off because that Lord is about to be spawned in 40 seconds, and we can see in the bottom lane, Clint is alone there. If he tries to do something, and yeah, he can't. Oh my God, that was a Sky Piercer, and the Minoan Fury with remember Diggy uses ultimate, and Diggy will have. Oh my God, no one holds there, no. But yeah, Clint is down for the team red and play. Oh my god, that was a very good kill coming from Zask, getting that Hanabi. And Zask with that Dominator's Descent, not letting anybody near the tower, and they will be successful in defending the second turret in the gold lane. But we can see Dirak is just dominating his lane. He even destroyed two turrets in the EXP lane and only one inhibitor left. And look at Dirak's positioning. He is going in. I think he might go in. And Clint is there. Clint doesn't know that Diroth is there. Yes, Diroth will go and Clint will get punished to be overextending to defend his first turret in the mid lane. And Roger again with the world transformation. Oh, no, never mind, he doesn't go in. So now the kill ratio difference is in the favor of Team WHC. I think their antidote is working against mutants, and Hylos just trying to protect the red buff of his jungler will be successful in doing so. And we can see the Lord is just getting melted by Team WHC, and the Lord has been gone towards the Team WHC.
Exactly. It seems the vaccine that WHC has created is somehow working on this mutant virus. Meanwhile, we see Diggy is revealing the position. Meanwhile, we can see, okay, Hanabi is. Oh, look at the damage. Look at the attack speed. What did she made? Oh, talking about the itemization for the Hanabi, he has already made the corrosion side Demon Hunter sword, and along with that, the Golden Staff. Meanwhile, Hayabusa going in, dashes in, using his ultimate, but not that significant way because all of them were just stacked up. As Lord progresses towards the red base, to go from the top lane. Meanwhile, you can see, okay, that is some out positioning. Zask was supposed to use down his ult. It is pretty low. Meanwhile, WHC will be taking down this mid tower, 2 tower in the mid.
And meanwhile, you can see that the Zask has been punished by Hayabusa, and Zask got the kill of the not the Zask, but the Hayabusa got the kill with that Sky Piercer passive. Well, that was very satisfying to watch, to be honest. But yeah, in the meanwhile in the EXP lane, they're just trying not the EXP lane. Now they're just trying to defend their inhibitors because there is all towers down except the inhibitors of the Mutant Esports, and there is only one tower down. That's in the gold lane of the team WHC. So if you see in a tower pressure, team WHC is getting a roll, and look at the goal difference now. It's around 4k, and leading goal difference is now towards the WHC. And look at if you look at the itemization again, Diroth has the highest farm, 9k farm. He got 4 items, and he's again going for that one more attack items. And Zask, meanwhile in the mid lane, I think he's Zask. Oh, that was my misreading. But never mind. Back to the itemization. Sasuke, what do you think about the itemization of both the teams?
Well, technically speaking, in terms of the gold lead, Team Blue is currently leading from 4 to 5k gold lead, and I don't think so. It does that matter, but all that matter at this point is the damage of Sicilian, because as the time proceeds, it's going to be the late game, and we all know that the Sicilian is the big daddy of the late game, along with his damage, along with the fishing lantern. Meanwhile, we can see Hayabusa going in. It's pretty low. Roger will be committing, but no, he'll be like playing passively. But Roger, look at the damage coming in from Sicilian. Just as I mentioned, Diggy was forced to use down his ultimate. A great opportunity for Minotaur to use his flicker ultimate for a final committing and getting a victory for Team WHC. But no.
Well, exactly. That was a very close call for both the teams, and especially the team, right, the Mutant Esports. But now the Lord is up, and look at that Lord just getting melted down by the Sicilian. And as you have said, look at the Sicilian KD 104 with the 3 items already, and one of the item being like the blade of the spear of the magic. That's the gem. And yeah, and now he is going for some kind of defense, I should say. But never mind, we will just see what he's gonna go for that item. And the Lord is marching towards from the EXP lane with and that is still there clearing the top the EXP lane and in the gold lane. So there might be a very good lane pressure from either all of the side for the in the beneficial of the WHC. But we'll have to see that the upcoming Lord fight, will it be WHC who conquers the team fight, or will it be the team Mutants? And Minotaur is in the position, and Sicilian with that. Look at the poking damage of Sicilian. He might just melt out that Hylos, but Hylos will back off a slither of HP. Darius was looking for a kill, but didn't get so. And Hayabusa, meanwhile, in the bot lane, pressuring in the gold lane. And one inhibitor is down of the team Mutant Esports. And I think they are going for that mid lane inhibitors, and Sicilian with that poking damage. Sicilian is just poking the hell out of them. And look at it, Hayabusa going in for the finishing of that. Oh my god, that was a very good escape from Roger. Slither of HP again, and There is no people down from either of the teams. Zask again forces. Oh my god, Zask will have to force back towards the base. And look at the mid lane. Roger overcommitting. Roger gets a shutdown. Clint getting the kill of the Minotaur. But I guess Hylos will have to back off as it was too much of a damage to take. And no one is there to follow up. And the two people are down on the Team Mutant Esports and one people are down on the WHC.
Exactly. It seems that mutant virus are struggling right now. You know, they could possibly win. All they need to look is for just final fight. Wait for Team WHC mistakes. Or in other words, just find out the bug in the vaccine. Meanwhile, Deroth, he is playing too aggressively though. Depending on the items he had made, he can one shot anyone, whether it's high loss, whether it's Zas, but ultimately Zas can also deal damage to him.
Well, exactly. And look, if you look at the goal difference, it's around 2k, I guess. Yes, and the goal difference is if you can see just in the itemization. Okay, Deroth has got full build. Hanabe is about to get full build. Even the Sicilian is about to get full build. Hayabusa also getting the full build. If you see on the opposite side, the mutants. But before that, we can see skirmish in the EXP lane. A lot of low HP of the team mutants. They will have to back in the base, and the third lord is up for the game. So Sasuke, what do you think? Will the team mutant will go towards the lord, or will just they will wait in the base to
Well,
defend?
technically, I don't think so. That is a good idea though, because they don't know the Terra's position. He has positioned himself a very good. Someone would definitely come to clear that lane, but no, they will be playing it safe. Yet again, this might be the final lord that will be marching down to the red team's base. We might see a splendid team fight though.
Well,
But the
exactly. And the lane pressure is a lot from either from the side of the team WHC, because their turrets is not that much down, and there is only one turret down, and that's the Igor lane. And if you see the turrets of the team mutants, they have only two inhibitors left, and in the EXP lane they have no inhibitors left. So they will have to look out for that lord. They just need to melt that lord very fast, and watch out for the Sicilians and Hanabi's damage, because it's already the late game, 17-minute mark in the late game, and Diggy is saving his ultimate. But if he gets his ultimate out, Mino with a conceal will Mino do some play, and Dirot, look at the Dirot in marching with the Lord, and Hayabusa again going in, high loss with that ultimate Zask with the Dominator's Descent, Godlike coming in from the Dirot, and Dirot might get taken down here, but and Minoan Fury along with the Time's Journey. Sicilian, look at the Sicilian, oh my god, that was a very beautiful setup from Sicilian. Hayabusa will get the advantage of it. Only Zask is up, Zask is fighting for his life, but never mind, this is the game for the team WHC. You call them Warhead Cops, we call them World Health Cops. So yeah, that was a very beautiful game from both the sides of the team, but better means the WHC. Congratulations to Team WHC on moving forwards in this tournament, but never mind. Team Mutant Esports also played very well. Am I right, Sasuke?
Exactly, the vaccine finally did its job to cure out the mutant, and they will be cured from this tournament as well. That is all I have to say. But adding on to it, Team Mutant, they could possibly win. All they went wrong is like they didn't even bother to gang the EXP lane. Every time the Hylos went out, he died. He died in the early lane to the D-Rock in 1v1 situation. He died in the mid game in a 1v1 situation and along. We all know when the D-Rock is fed, he is just the true demon in the late game itself. And they have the only high loss for the front line. And it was kind of hard for him to like build the physical defense along with the magical defense in spite of
Well,
losing his lane though. It might would have been some better results if they would have also prioritized the exp lane too, but never
well,
mind. This is all I have to say as WHC the Warhead Corps takes this win away from the Mutant Esports.
Well, exactly, and both the team majors got the MVP, but MVP are not the players who win you the team, win you the game. It's a team who win you the game. So shout out to both the teams. They played very well in this tournament, but unfortunately, Team Mutant Esports will have to go home. And yeah, this is the game number three for the round two, day four. We will be back with the game number four of round two, day four, Battle Knights Champion Season 1. Till then, guys, we will take a short break. You guys stay hydrated because it's a lot hot around India. And we will see you after a short break. And don't forget to subscribe.
They just boycott the EXP from like their map also. Like they every time
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battleknights Mobile 5v5 Championship Season 1, Round 2 of Day 4. I'm your caster, Linwell, and joining me today in the
Who
casting
said
desk
there are
is
no
none other than
shortcuts in
Sasuke.
life? I literally invented
Welcome
one.
back again, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with an exciting match. Talking about the draft, there is a chip ban, and I do think like a standard ban again coming in from the blue side. Maybe they'll respond it with an EXP marking, or maybe the usual assassin,
Still waters
and
run
it's
Your
gonna be
deep.
none
team
other than
is
Ling
banning.
again in the ban sections.
Indeed. Well, but just looking at the bands currently right now, it just looks like it's going to be the standard bands, although we'll have to introduce the teams to the crowd. So on the blue side, it's going to be Bloodless Crew, Uni, I guess, University, I'm not sure. One of the other that, and the red team is going to be Monarchy, and yeah, it's going to be one of the first appearance in the tournament, at least, I guess. So it is season one. So these teams are going to be up
I
for
see
a lot of
lots of
action.
prey.
And
Your
as
team
you've
is
seen
banning.
in the past games here, the bans have been very standard in the sense of chip or assassins. Here, even sometimes the majors getting banned off the board, which is, what you normally see in these games, especially with a lot of teams here have to pull up all of their master plans since it is going to be a best of one series for at least the early rounds.
Sanjo.
So,
Your team
looking at the
is
bands, it's
banning.
just going to be, normal stuff. What do you think, Sasuke?
Exactly, it's gonna be another assassin getting banned. That will be Hayabusa. Monarchy will be taking down that Hayabusa again. Not again, but from the game itself. For the last ban, I do think like they do have the first pick, right? So they could possibly ban
Yeah,
out the EXP laner or the mage, new mage Zushi,
Where
or
there is
maybe okay,
light,
I was gonna
there
talk
are
about this
also
mage that is the
shadows.
Luoi. She has some pretty annoying skills, and
mhm,
also she
that's true.
is too too like not disgusting, but she has just too much damage in the early game itself. And after unlocking
Yeah,
the level 4, you can possibly use her ultimate to the max potential, ganking top, bot, or wherever you want, inside and outside the enemy jungles, lord pits, and do on much another shenanigans with his hero.
indeed, man. That is what we would like to see a lot, especially
Always
with
on the
any of
way.
the combos
Your
coming in
team
with
is
maybe
hidden.
certain roamers, though. In the currently, though, in the previous matches, we haven't seen a lot of teams pull this off. Most times, the rotations come in from either of these teams have been a little lackluster. So
True love
hopefully, we're gonna see
is
more
like
of
blood. Your
action
team is
packed though.
hidden.
First pick gonna be on the side of Bloodless Crew unit, and looks like it's gonna be a Carmela here. Okay, not what you normally see as a first pick. A lot of options still available, and going for the Carmela there, it looks like BC. Team has a
I
lot
am
of
more
plans in
than a
store,
weapon.
although
The
it looks
choice
like
Your
it's
is
going to be
team is
mine.
pretty hard
hidden.
with Monarchy locking in these two really strong damage dealers.
Exactly. A Carmilla pick might be an like sophisticated or a safe pick for them, a
Chivalry is
comfort pick for
dead,
them.
and I will
They
revive
don't
it.
want that hero to be going in the enemy lanes along. Along positioned with a right hero, Carmilla could be possibly a useful hero in the Roma itself, and it's gonna be the none another the marksman Clint with his rifle showing in the land of dawn for the blue team itself.
Indeed. And it looks like Clint here is going to have a really swell time with able to position pretty well with his skill tier as well as the flicker. So has a lot of burst in the mid to late game potential
Butterflies
or after
born
his
by thy
item
Your team
spike
is
with at a
guided
saddle.
by lantern's
And it
light.
looks like if Executor does it, executes his gameplay pretty well, might have a really fun time. But we haven't seen monarchies of roamers as well as bowling yet. So
Let them
if
play the
either of that
hero.
is a
Your
diver,
team
like
I
is
will be
for
the
banning.
example
truth this
Dozo
world
here on the
desperately
Yuzong, gonna be pretty
needs.
hard to position. Although looks like AO is gonna have a really fun time with this Zushin.
Exactly, I do agree with
Your
you. And we
team
are
is
seeing a
banning.
Fred Ray, not a
You
Fred Ray, but there is a
president.
La ban coming in from the red side. Maybe they did saw what they're gonna pick, or maybe it might be some mind games from the blue side. Yet to say again, just some speculatives on our end.
Oh, maybe looks like Bloodless crew is gonna take a while to look for certain bans. They could go for a
Come on,
roamer or
Dexter.
even a
It's our
goal lane
Your
ban
team
here.
showtime.
is
Speaking of
banning.
goal lane, gonna be the Cloud here. Clinton not gonna have a chance in the battlefield, and looks like side of Monarchy here probably gonna answer with either a jungle ban. XP lane is already fine with this Yuzhong being picked up, although proper Drog could be able to counter his lane phase and mess up the jungle, mess up the rotations a little bit, But Monarchy could also, again, go for another roamer ban, but not roamer, XP, jungle ban, yeah.
Exactly, and vice versa. Team Blue, that is the Bloodless crew. They could possibly go for another golden ban,
My
maybe an
mission
Ethan ban.
is to
Okay, we
protect
Your
are seeing
lives.
a
team is
high loss
banning.
ban. That is a pretty
Oh,
solid ban, though I would say, because high
yeah,
loss is a potential hero which is now currently making his way,
I
his
am
paths in the
Your
meta
vengeance
team
itself
is
in the
banning.
incarnate.
EXP lane. His sustainability is just too much, and we are seeing again a gold lane hero targeted ban coming in from blue side, and it's gonna be the Moscow taken away from this game. So what are the
indeed.
possible options? Like you can see, like Team Red, they do need a Roma along with a gold lane.
Yeah, I was thinking more of a goal lane picked either in this scenario as well, because Monarchy they're gonna have the last pick of the situation. So if they adapt their
I will
roamer
protect you.
based on the rest of
Your
the
team
side of
is picking.
BCU's lineup, they're gonna have pretty good setups in those team fights as well as as ganks in either of the lanes. But we'll have
I
to
am
wait
the
and see
priestess
though.
of primal
Looks like
lightning, the hunter of all the evil
Lava's crew
gods.
is gonna go for
Minotaur,
a
Your
let's
Minotaur
finish
team is
off what was
picking.
left
alongside
undone.
Nemesis here on
Oh,
the yeah,
I
indeed.
I do think like the Monarchy would be going for a Changi gold lane. I do
Maybe?
think okay, it's
No,
going
no,
to
no.
be the
It
Nathan.
is in
Okay,
despair
even
that I
this
see the
hero is a pretty
fondest
good hero
hopes.
though. Along in the late game or even in the mid game though, his damage is like
Hmm.
no joke. He can tilt a ton amount of damage though.
Yep, indeed. Looking at both compositions, really well balanced in the macro as well as crowd control abilities, damage department also. Really good for either cleanup shops being done by in the blue side, Clint possibly, and looks like in the team Naki, probably gonna be the either the Julian or the Nathan here.
Exactly. The draft has been placed. Both of the teams' draft seems pretty tanky along with all the utilities they need about frontliners, backline divers, damage dealers. So what do you think? Like which fair like the team has an upper hand based on the draft
Welcome
itself?
to Mobile
Well,
Legends.
okay. Speaking of the upper hand,
5
we'll have to
seconds till
wait a
the
little bit
enemy
on that
reaches
as
the
we move on to line
battlefield.
up down here.
Smash
Both
them.
teams marching down the lanes. Possibly could go
All
for
troops
a
deployed.
quick jungle rotation and follow strat here. Although the team here is gonna go for a slightly more slower approach. With rotations gonna be faster in the mid lane phase. But yeah, speaking of advantages, I think I'll have to side with the red team Monarchy here because Flawless Crew does require their level 4s to proactivate. Speaking of their jungler or even their roamer, although the Sushin is having a really fun time toss and turning the Xavier.
Exactly, and we can see that might be a
Oh,
possible first pick, but oh my
yeah,
god, Xavier just is like gonna retreat, got saved as Shane was not on that much of mana.
indeed. There was a slight brain rot moment, if you ask me. But looking
Exactly.
at yeah, looking at the rotations though, okay, possible gang gonna come onto the goal lane side maybe. Executed Clint might be in a bit of pickle. Although it looks like the Yuzhong is getting
First
bursted
blood.
instead, and Max is gonna get the first blood. Onto Dozo here. Gonna lead, and give more of an advantage to his team. Coming out in a third lane fight, he's not going to have his level 4 ability yet, or unless the turtle gets delayed. Rest of the rotations coming in from either teams here. Minotaur scouting in the bush. Possibly could wait for the rest of the team for the blue buff here. So, he's just trying to go.
Oh, it's a Carmilla on the jungle. I did say it right now though, but possibly 3 tank laners. Okay, Yushang in some tricky situation, but he will be getting out of it by using his third skill just away. Gojo Sensei might be in some trouble again as Zushin will be tossing it down. There goes Gojo Sensei goes down as Nemesis takes the kill. And this might be a free turtle or without contest turtle for Team Blue itself.
Although the Monarchy recruit here walking up and gonna give the mission here by Joner and waiting for the perfect timing. Although level was gonna be thrown back side of Team Bloodless crew here, trying to go with the burst and dealing a lot of damage, but Nemesis is gonna secure the retribution on the turtle. Max getting a kill, double kill onto Recruiter as well, and getting a disengage off of that Team Bloodless crew here, performing us outstandingly well.
Exactly. Even in the bottom lane, Glint is out low, but look at his aggressiveness. He's right in front of this Nathan face. Like, I'm not afraid of you. You can do whatever you want. I'm just here trying to poke you down. I will make sure like you don't farm enough.
Yep, indeed. Looks like they'll have to wait for their first item for a possible power spike, or maybe even the gank here with Gojo Sensei and Lolita. And those are going to walk up forward, going to swap the wings and get the knockout back. The rest of the team, plus crew walking up, trying to go for an engage, and force out the dash from away towards playing safety here. Nemesis is gonna take that jungle buff and wings, try and scout and go for it. All of the damage being dealt, and even used a lot of bursts. And Nemesis only being frontliner here for the rest of the team. Bloodless crew unit not having any members left here. Executor trying to do a bit of damage, but it looks like Joner's gonna get the kill onto Nemesis there. Looks like they aren't done though. Team Monarchy walking up to the goal lane, trying to go for a third push possibly though. Gonna have to retreat due to lack of abilities.
Exactly. That was some 4v5 situation in the bottom lane. Things turning out finally in terms of Team Red. That is Monarchy. Meanwhile, we can see that Edith is trying to make some moves, already cut down these lanes. Maybe she's trying to overcome or over out position the EXP lane, trying to rotate towards the turtle, which will be spawning in 10 seconds. But look at that, Lolita and Dragon, they have different plans.
Indeed, although looks like gonna be a bit slow on that rotation, trying to go for a knockout effect there. Matt's gonna miss that. Goes down to half HP. Rest team Monarchy gonna rotate over to third lane. Nemesis is getting a stun over that, but gonna get knocked off by Zushin. And then they're going for the Mutant. Fury gets a knockup again onto Lolita. Another one gets a kill onto that. Wings getting a kill on that situation though. Recruiter gonna get a wrench and there gets the kill onto Wings. Black Dragon form used though, very low on HP. Executor getting kill onto Recruiter. Rest of Bloodless crew unit is here to rock the party, and they are gonna go on to that for the turtle.
Exactly, Black Dragon farm being used in a defensive way. There is the lane swap coming in, and again, blue team, that is Team Bloodless crew getting a free turtle again. Not again, maybe. Okay. Well, the second turtle, but this time it was a free turtle though.
Yeah, and a lot of gold and XP gonna get experience from that, especially very crucial for the rest of the side laners, as you know, just gonna allow them to be either more aggressive or play around their team with this damage, especially having a bit tough time because of Lolita's shield, although looks like it's gonna be executed. And for a lane swap here, I'm very unfortunate going against two massive frontliners. Maybe a bit punished for that, though Zushin trying going for the save with a knockup effect onto both of these damage dealers, but he's instead gonna get melted down by Recruited on this Julian, who's playing so well right now.
Exactly, talking about the itemization, Julian has already made Father of Heaven and probably might be going for the Genius Wand as the second item. 4.3 gold lead. He is doing well. 3 for 2. You know, the bottom lane we can see, okay. It's gonna be the Lolita doing some stunts though. Okay, and yeah, we see lane swap again from the team red this time. Dijon coming in the bottom lane.
Oh, try to do for some action, although they're probably going to play a bit more passively, more of vision. They're going to be off towards the mid lane here. Wings trying to walk off forward and find certain targets for his team. All they're going to be spotted here. Nemesis trying to go for an engage. Goes for a knockout effect with the Nemesis here trying to do a lot of damage. Max getting killed onto Recruit. Toxic going with the ultimate ability, but trying to do a bit of damage. So tanky. These three massive frontliners from Bloodless crew are just playing the game differently.
Exactly. Look at combination. Minotaur using his ultimate along with Sushin with his ultimate. There's just too much CC for them to handle. And well, we can see that Dragon is gonna be in some kind of trouble, but he will be back down and safe and sound situation. Minotaur might chase him down, providing some visions. Might be a free turtle for them as long as they have the retribution. And Lolita will take down the Clint in the top lane along, but not along, but as the blue team will secure the turtle. Meanwhile, we can see the beautiful composition coming in from it. Take down that Julian. Things are not looking well for the blue team itself, and Dragon will be shutting down that edit. Dragon will be going down in the process as Zushin will be there to take the kill.
Indeed, well, I'll play. Oh, it was very unfortunate for Executed there on the Clint, just being chased all the way by Lolita. Not being able to do much as the rest of your team are more positioned towards the turtle. And they did get the benefit from the profit from the engage with the kill onto Recruited, and the knockout effects from the Minotaur as well as the Edith was just phenomenal. Perfect timing here from Bloodless crew, and it looks like they're gonna once again solidify that with either on the goalie side. Those are going to get spotted here. Wings giving vision and backing off. Rest of the team here more positioned towards the mid lane. Possibly could go for a third, although minions are going to get melted down. Toxic here getting tussled and thrown, but the solution also getting poked here. Lolita trying to go in, but not getting the find any of his teammates nearby. The rest of them trying to rotate in and possibly could go for it. Engage, although it's a bit messy right now.
Exactly, and we can see, talking about again of itemization, Nathan is on 0-1, but he has potential the two items, that is the Feather of Heaven along with the Solemn Sight. He might deal some amount of damage again if he joins the team fight. Meanwhile, a team fight might broke in the mid lane section itself. Team Blue in disengaging. They are well coordinated, it seems, though.
Indeed. Very well coordinated, indeed. And looks like they'll have to try to go for a more aggressive approach, though. As the game progresses even further on, looks like the rest of the red team here is going to have a bit of an edge with their DPS, Team Monarchy, also knowing this, playing it a bit safe here. Although it looks like Toxic is going to get caught off board and get melted down. Executed getting killed on that. Joner trying to use the ultimate to save the red team. And be able to do so. Black transform with a lot of knockout effects here by side of Team Bloodless crew unit, doing a lot of burst at positioning, but it's just not enough as Recruiter gets a kill onto the mage. Now Max onto Joner for the trade-off, and the rest of Team Bloodless crew here trying to back off, but Monarchy is just melting down. The rest of them recruited here, very stranded out in the middle of nowhere, where Dozo here trying to get a bit of backup, but he's gonna be able to do so. Okay, never mind. The rest of Team Bloodless crew gonna allow Recruited to escape.
Exactly, a 2v4 situation. I mean, I do think like it was a 2v4 situation for them right now. They could probably take down the Lord, but again, they are trying to push the mid tower, which is not really mandatory. Dragon might be in some kind of trouble. Okay, it's a moment of disengaging as Julian will be again caught off guard as Carmilla will be there to take down that kill. Anomonian possible in the blast will be there, but it will be there to stop it.
Indeed, I'm liking this 1-2 combo from the Xavier. Just be able to disperse a lot of Team Bloodless crew unit, but they don't have the map control. Team Monarchy will be forced to give this law towards Team Bloodless crew unit, and the rest of them here instead a little bit dispersed, confused on where to apply pressure, as a lot of the map rotations playing still very separated. and not really with a common objective, as Bloodless crew unit, instead more solidifying their push in towards the XP lane here. Could possibly get a turret and maybe reduce the pressure with the Lord push coming up forward in the future.
Exactly. That's what they will be doing it right now, as we're seeing like all the firemen are gathered and stacked up in the top lane, and that tower is done and dusted. Dragon might be in some trouble, but okay, it is playing passive. She's not gonna overcommit or fully commit to that dragon for the kill. Zushin just doing her time, gonna break off. Dragon might be in some trouble, forced to use his
Oh,
petrify. Black Dragon farm being popped up in an attacking way. He might go for this mage, but he'll be forced to retreat. Meanwhile, Camilla is standing stuff. Black Dragon, the
indeed.
Yushang, the mighty dragon, is there. I do think like he was supposed to mark down that mage, but somehow he couldn't make it as IMAX was that.
Indeed, Team Monarchy here, a little bit messy with their engages. So Double Dawning Light will do a bit of sufficient damage. Does not have his items ready there for finishing off these massive frontliners. Lolita will have to use the Flicker for that though. Gonna get tossed in by the Zushin. Once again, a knockup again coming in from Max. Not gonna have the mana there for finishing her off. And the rest of Team Monarchy here waiting for something. I'm not sure what they're waiting for, guys. As Team Boss crew unit here has just been dominating with their gameplay, as well as the poke that has been coming left and right, with this Clint already being action with the side of the Blade of Despair.
Exactly. Exactly, 14 for 9. 2k gold lead for Team Blue. That is Bloodless crew. Talking about the itemization again, we are seeing that Clint has the highest gold in both of the teams. Itemization, Hunter Strike, Sky Pierce, Blade of Heptasis along with Blade of Despair. So he will be dealing ton amount of damage. If not Gad, he will be the one to melt down Team Red
Oh,
entirely. In an amazing position, also kind of danger. He might need to recall, but he will be doing some crazy. So look at that. Clint is off position. Will he able to
oh,
catch it?
looks like the Neon Spear and the Flicker. Max gonna go by Wings. Don't look at any one member of Team Monarchy here. So Lolita gonna go for reverse ultimate and dealing a lot of damage. Though Zushin trying to go in the backline. Did a lot of knockout effects here. Max with the Flicker and gonna do a burst of damage, getting the kill onto Erosen. And Bozo though getting kill off the Executor. Max recruited once again, and Bloodless crew unit here getting double kill and getting turret alongside that. Gonna push forward still though. Black Dragon Bozo here trying to do a bit of damage, but he's gonna get forced back. And it looks like Team Monarchy here is in a lot of trouble, as the rest of Team Bloodless crew unit is gonna go for a Lord here without it being contested. The jungle being down, Wings trying to outposition and trying to move the rest of the time of Team Monarchy from getting close to the Lord.
Exactly. Somehow Maxi Boy, he's doing the role of the gold lane itself, along with the EXP. He is the front line, but he is also giving the amount of damage in all of the team fights. So melting him down won't be that easy as long as he is gone fully defensive along with dominance eyes thunderbolt oracle along with the radiant armor just to stand against that Nathan. Even in the late game, 15 minutes in the game, we might see some action coming in from the Nathan itself, but he's having his own hard time as long he don't have that damage peak item. I mean, the Holy Crystal itself is missing as Lord marches down towards the mid lane to the enemy space. We might see another
Indeed.
engagement that broke. Zushin might be in some dire situation. Black Dragon form being used and is rolling about the mage. He'll be going down within an instant, and Dragon takes down that mage along with that mega kill over. So that is taking down that Julian.
Well, a lot of damage being done. Don't like again used once again, but not gonna hit the misses there. Rest of the team Bloodless crew in it here, trying to end game though, getting a bit of benefits from these turrets being taken down. Alongside that, only 13 inhibited turret left for the side of the goal lane. The rest of the team Bloodless crew unit here, going for disperse and giving out the rest of the map. Gonna wait for this Lord here to spawn, or Team Monarchy to maybe push up maybe from their base and possibly get a good team fight for that action.
Exactly, 3-4-2 situation, it had that fight, but somehow Team Red they managed to defend it right again and again. I do think like if they don't contested this lot, Red team might have some issues in defending, even though they have Nate and they have this Xavier. Both of them they'll ton amount of damage because like just how well the itemization they have made. Meanwhile, we
Indeed.
can see that Lolita might be in some trouble as Zushin
Yeah.
is there. She'll just
Zoner
do his
here trying to
best.
escape and do a bit of damage. Though knockup gonna go for Max and getting a kill onto Erosenia as well. Rest of Team Bloodless crew unit pushing on forward. Zushin getting a knockup again onto Toxic, and the rest of the team here, the Monarchy trying to defend Black Dragon Form used to do for a last effort, last ditch effort. While the minions are still all not spawned yet, as the siege minion all coming in here, gonna get traded off. Return to trying to do a bit of damage and execute as well. Though gonna get the double kill onto Dozo and Team Bloodless crew unit. Gonna get the W and move on to the next round.
Victory!
Exactly, man. Oh man, that was a plenty good team fight. Lolita got caught off guard. Zushin was the main. I do think like Zushin, Carmilla, and the AD. This is the best combination they had. The blue team had, which was just like I don't know how to put it, but it was not that good to like counter it them. Team Red, they did all in their defenses, but they couldn't manage to come out of it. The Carmela's ultimate, along with that flicker commit ultimate coming in from that Edith.
Indeed, Team Noki try their best, but the positioning, the auto macro and the micro with either of the map control or even objectives here was just more superior by Bloodless crew unit, and they all gonna take the W. Lot of damage being done by the Sushin alongside the Clint. Although don't forget there's setups here by Max and Wings. Just gonna be there though. Nemesis and gonna have the closure for all of this and have the MVP with just tanking so much damage as a Carminal jungle, which you normally wouldn't see, but looks like he just utilized the Claw of Destiny and just able to punish a lot of Team Monarchy's mistakes and take advantage of that and their outpositioning, especially with Toxic here being caught off a lot, even the side of Joner, with a lot of them not having a direct answer to all of these crowd control abilities.
That's it for this game. Resident Evil will be back again with an exciting game.
Will fire
Sir, what's your command?
Your team is banning.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mobile Legends Battleknights 5v5 Championship Season
Always
1.
on the way.
From
Your
the blue side,
team
it's
is
Fanny
banning.
Ban coming in. And it's going to be the Matilda from the red side. What do you think, Baldu?
Everyone. It's nice to be here. I'm joined by my fellow caster Silverhawk, and we will be your casters for the day. And from teams left, we have Celsius Esports, and on the right we have. I'm not sure if I got the name right, so I'll stick to Team Oak. And
Yeah.
Team
It's
Oak
Celsius
has
Esports versus.
Butterflies born by thy
Your
wish,
team is banning.
guided by
Oh, it's
lantern's
coming
light.
Zugzin from the blue side, Celsius Esports. And let's see what the red side is going to ban the Oak Matum.
and the best thing about the tournament lobby is they get a lot of time
Let
to
them
actually
play the
decide and
hero.
Your
strategize.
team
I
Yes,
is
will be the
banning.
actually.
truth
So,
this world
but
desperately
instead
And
of
even the
taking
fun
up
needs.
thing
that
is,
time.
you can, and even the fun thing is, they can use all of the skins of each hero.
Yeah, that is a big benefit about tournament lobbies. But now coming into that, they've not taken up too much time, and Team Oak has actually taken out a Yuzong, one of the most strongest zoning heroes in the
That is
game.
true.
His Black Dragon form. The amount of utility that the Yuzong brings with his damage, with his Shah residue, with his Dragon Tail, with the Petrify, brings in a huge amount of utility to the team. And the ban
Your
is
team
exactly what
is
reflects
banning.
that.
It's going to be Hayabusa from the
Still
Celsius
waters
Esports.
run deep.
And you know,
Your
Hayabusa can
team is
actually
picking.
shut the mages and marksmen down, even it's like in the team fight. And actually, they have buffed Hayabusa, like he can retrieve in his ultimate. So it's actually really useful.
Exactly. Hayabusa's having a lot more presence in the jungle right now, especially with this new item, Sky Piercer. Like, it is just so difficult to get away from him. He can walk in, poke you down to half, hit a basic attack, trigger the Sky Piercer, fatality, and just walk out. And he is being almost constantly in the ban list, not just in
I
ranked,
see
but
lots
also
of
in the
prey.
Your team
MSC
is
and in
picking.
Battleknights itself.
That
And
is
with
true.
the
Am
first
more than
and
a
with
And
the
it's going to
first
be
weapon
Roger,
Your
the
movement,
first
team
pick
is
from the
picking.
Celsius Esports. And we can see
Result.
Julian and Terzila picked from the red side. It's going to be the Oak Matum. Uh, you know, in Hyper, the Julian could actually scale up really faster if you compare like to the mid lane. The jungle Julian can actually farm up and scale up really faster. And it doesn't even have like he doesn't even have to like to scale up to the level 4. It's only like it only takes him level 3 to unlock all of his skills.
exactly, and that is where it is so troublesome to actually deal with a Julian in the opponent jungle because he can pop out at level 3 when you're expecting a level 4 gank, and he secures the kill on either lane, and he walks back in to steal the
Light
jungle.
me up and watch the
That
world
is true. And
burn.
we can see Expo, and I think it's going to be Chip
Who said there are
taken.
no
Okay, it's going to be
shortcuts in
Chip
life?
from the
I
Celsius
literally
Esports
invented one.
because in every team fight, even it's 1v5 for Chip, he can literally turn every team fight into 1v5 for him for his team.
I,
Exactly.
Your
Minotaur,
Chip brings up
team
a
will
is
lot of
finish off
banning.
utility
what
with
was
his
left
portals.
undone.
But the Xbox pick taken up by Nox is a solid answer to a Terizla because there are very few heroes who can, directly stand toe to toe with Terizla in lane. But Borg is one of those heroes who can just keep Terizla's absolute aggressive lane clearing at bay with his Firaga armor and the amount of true damage he deals when he stacks up the passive so much.
That
Meanwhile,
is true.
Noi de Loya has taken out the Minotaur from his
I didn't
repertoire,
cure the pain.
and we
Your
see a
team
Valentina
is
ban.
banning.
Very interesting.
They banned Valentina just because if the Celsius Esports picked Valentina, they could just steal either the Terizala ult or Minotaur ult to just engage back towards them, which would actually make a huge lead towards them. And even there's a Chip who has a lot of CC for his S1 and S2. And even after those team fights, Roger can just chase up and take and secure the kill.
And now with the ban cooldown, with the ban timers coming close to an end, Neko's queen has to make a decision. Like, what will
Come
they
on,
choose to ban?
Dexter. It's our
And
Your
it's a
showtime.
team is
marksman
banning.
ban. They're trying to limit the options of Oak Martum in the gold lane by taking out Claude, who's a very good answer to the chip and the Xborg, as he can chip down the Borg's Firaga armor and effectively escape from these portals. Let's see how
And
do Oak Martin respond in kind.
that is true. Even the high HP tanks, the Claude, if it's scaled up, you could just melt down the EXP laners, the tankers, even the frontliners really easily in the late game, which would cause them to recall back onto the base.
This time,
Okay, it's
Exactly,
the
Xavier
exactly.
ban
choice is
coming
is
from the
mine.
banning.
Oak Matum. You know, the new emblem, it's the Temporal Rain. With Xavier, it works so well. Like he can manage to sustain the fight
Where there is
a lot
light,
longer.
there are
Your team
also
Okay,
is
it's going to be
shadows.
winning.
Louis from the Celsius Esports. Um, the Louis Divergent. They could literally do the TP plays and could just knock down the whole team fight of from the Oak Matum. But it's totally going to be a different story. But let's see what's the fourth pick coming from the Oak Matum. I think it's going to be Clint, maybe.
Chivalry is
Okay, it's
dead,
going to be Clint
and
for Oak
Your
I will
Matum.
team is
revive it.
picking.
And as you mentioned about the Luo's diversion, I think the reason they chose to remove a Luo is there's a very heavy brawl comp from Team Celsius. And they don't want to give away the mobility that Luo's diversion because Luo is a great counter, or it's not a counter,
It's
but it's
time to
more
go
of
to
an
the
answer to
RVT
Chip's
show
portals.
for some
If you can portal
fun.
in, so can I. And you can bring 5 people, I will bring my 5 people with me. So
That
that
is true.
is I would say that's the thinking behind Celsius Esports ban on the Luo. Meanwhile, they have taken in a Lilia for their fourth and their mage pick for Celsius Esports, taken up by Neko's Queen.
Even the
Now,
strongest of
Life
clerics
is
Your
fail
Mean
to
team
has
save
is
me.
secured
picking.
Bane as the jungler. So we will see Roger moving into the gold lane and not the jungle as was initially shown in the map in our loading screen.
Okay, it's Faramis from the Oak Matum. After the team fight,
To
Faramis would
live
really help
is
them to
to
sustain
trick
more
the
team fights.
Reaper.
Meanwhile, on the blue side, the Xbox, the Chip, they'll just manage to poke out the frontliners, and Chip could just ultimate and bring his whole team to poke down the whole Oakmatham.
And I think the Faramis pick could be the win condition for Team Okmatum, as if the Faramis is able to land his cult altar at the right time, he will be able to negate the burst damage that comes out of Chip, Borg, or even Bane's ultimate. So it would be, in my opinion, the win condition for Team Okmatum would be how well the Faramis is able to, use the advantages of his cult altar to lead them to victory. Meanwhile, it would be the amount of pressure Chip and Bane can bring to the turrets of Team Okmatum. So that's what I would feel. And just let me know a little about the emblems, Silver.
Oh, like both the junglers have the Season Hunter with them. That is really cool. Like they could just farm
Welcome
up really
to
faster.
Mobile Legends.
Okay, so welcome to the land of Dawn. Here we go.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the
Okay,
battlefield.
so
Smash them.
the junglers are moving on to their
All
buffs.
troops deployed.
Their teammates would help them to get the buff a lot faster. Coming
So
in
it
from
used
the
to
red
be.
side, the Clint would help the Julian to get his buff.
And we have a pause in play, but the match resumes nearly instantly. Must be a minor bug. Uh, both teams have started off with the red leash, moving on to the blue. Meanwhile, Julian, that is Rockfey, is going for his crab, the bear at top before he moves back into his blue buff. Not yet level 2. Meanwhile, 02 is level 3 and he's taking that look so ponderous. Meanwhile, in mid lane, we see poking happening with Minotaur getting chipped dangerously low and he's forced to flicker out. Chip flickers back
First
in,
blood.
fails to secure that kill, but first blood is secured by Bane onto the Julian. And Julian is down right after taking his buffs. This is a major win in for Celsius Esports as their opponent jungler is down before the turtle is even offline. And right
Okay,
as
like
we speak, go
the
on.
Terizla is down, they have ganked Terizla, and the Xbox was already poking him down to shut his HP off continuously. So now Terizla will be recalled back to the base, will be sent back to the base. Now he's coming back to defend the turret. Meanwhile, they'll just poke out the gold turret and take the gold away. Xborg, even on the low HP, he refuses to recall. They're getting backup. The Xborg will manage to escape. Looking at the top side, Roger and the Minotaur and the Clint would most probably kill the Roger, maybe? What do you think, Baldu?
Nah, because Roger still has his flicker, which is not used. But I think they have done a good job poking him down low. So now I guess Mino, if he had his flicker, could force a dive. Meanwhile, on
That
bot
is
side, the portal is up. Chip's portal is popped. We have multiple ults used. Piraga
oh,
armor popped. 4-man penalty zone set up by the Terizla, but he failed to secure a kill. As it is just the X-Borg he takes down with him, an EXP for an EXP. But meanwhile, Life is Meme takes up the portal to come and assist his team in the turtle, but it was not all for naught, and he has to walk back to the gold lane, potentially missing out a minion or two. Meanwhile, 0-2 has gone back into the blue buff of his opponent to secure it. He has saved his retreat to secure the buff as he had not used it for the turtle.
if you
There's
see
a
the
level
level difference, the Julian is almost 2 levels back, almost like 3 levels back compared to the Bane. And if you see the gold difference, they are almost like there's a 2k lead coming in, sorry, 3k lead coming in from the blue side. I think there's going to be a gang, but no, they will refuse to do the gang because chip is really low at the moment. Julian will not get his creeps because Bane will steal away all of his creeps. And oh, sorry, like Chip won't even, he refuses to recall. Like he has his passive to heal himself back up. And Chip could actually rotate in. We can see a lot of ganks coming in from the top side. There's a penalty zone coming onto Export.
Killing spree.
Portal coming in from Chip. Roger will secure the kill on the Julian. And Faram is really low at the moment. He will manage to secure the recall. They will cut the wave. And Roger will most likely rotate back to the lane. Minotaur, meanwhile, giving vision for his team. The gold turret, the gold HP is almost popped out. I think they will take down this turret now. The Terizula has been zoned back. They will not let him, they will not let him defend the turret at all. The turret has been gone in the first 4 minutes. If we look onto the top lane, the gold HP of the turret is still on. Roger could not attack that gold turret because there's no gank on it. If we see in the bot side, they're literally zoning them in the turret because they have no way to go back in. I think there's going to be a gank over there. Everyone has their ultimates right now. Bane will secure the turtle. I think there's going to be a gang on the top side. Yeah, portal coming in from Chip. They will manage to secure the kill on the client. Wow, oh my god. Roger will get his Venttalker. Okay, the portal has been destroyed by the Minotaur. The Xborg will not be feared by Terzilla. He will instead just zone him inside the turret. If you see on the top side, Roger will almost like poke the turret, but the Minotaur will not let him poke the turret. Okay, he will. I think he will secure the kill. Like no, but no, that the Oak Matham will not let him take the kill on the Minotaur. It's our tank. You can't kill our tank. There's a gang coming. I think so. No, but they will refuse to go the gang because Lilia is really low. She doesn't have a black shoes right now. Okay, she does now. There's a gang coming in the mid lane. Xbox will poke down 4 heroes. Penalty zone coming in from the Terzilla. They will manage to do the knockup. There are really low heroes coming in. Clint will be taken down by Xbox. There are really low HPs. Will not recall, I guess so. Paramis will have to back off in the turret. I think Julian can take the top turret. I think so. What do you think, Baldu?
Godlike.
If there's a gang, the minion has been cleared. The two heroes will not be able to take down the turret. The Roger trolls and recalls sort of to the Minotaur and Clint. That means they can't clear this. I think the portal will pop out, but no. Ship will not use his ultimate on the path. Xbox will try to melt down that Terizla. Meanwhile, they are poking the Terizla down. Bane, I think so. He wants to go for the kill, but will he? No, no. He will be backed off. Clint, meanwhile, pokes him down. Roger will manage to secure the top turret, tier 2 it is. On the bot side, we can see Julian manages to secure the recall. Chip was almost going for him to stop the recall, but he manages the recall. If you look at the farm difference, there's a really huge gold lead coming in from the blue side. It's almost like 10k gold lead coming in from the Celsius Esports. The chip is keeping his position really well hidden so that even if there's a bog, they could just go and just use the flicker, ultimate, and portal, and boom. They could just go and gang them with the Bane's ultimate. It's deadly catch. The Julian will take his red buff. He's trying to scale back up from the all the shards that have been taken down. Meanwhile, they will not be able to defend the tier 2 from the bot. The Terzilla and the Minotaur will be backed off.
Hello.
The tier 2 has been taken down by Xbox.
Yes.
Will they be able to take the gold turret? No, no, they will not be able to pop down the passive of the turret.
Yes. So sorry guys, I had a little technical issue, so I got disconnected from the screen for a bit. I'm back, and there's been quite a lot magnitude. There's a large magnitude of change since the time I've left this stream. Bane is at 706 from the two kills you originally saw. They have snowballed sufficiently, and they're sieging down the middle inhibitor of their opponents with the turret shield pop, but they refuse to siege the inhibitor and instead choose to secure the outer turret. Meanwhile, 02 is comfortably securing the Lord by himself.
That is true. They will take down the top tier passive. That's the gold passive. They will manage to take down the passive. On the bot side, they have taken all the passives of the inhibitor turret. I think so. So now they will.
Okay, Julian is in a very risky position with the kind of clear he wants to try. Yeah, and I think he's been spotted out
I don't think
with
he will be able to
Bane
recall. I
and
don't think he will.
Roger. Not be able to recall, and he is popped down, instantly bursted by the damage coming in from Life is Name and his teammate 02. Celsius
That is
Esports making a really strong showing with the 12k gold lead they have on the map that they have earned for themselves.
That is so true. The Lord marching down, they will manage to take the mid-tier team fight coming in. The last insanity coming in, Winter's ult coming on to there's a Glint bombardment coming in. The penalty zone coming on to 4 people. Roger using his Lycan pounds will not be able to secure the kill. Okay, so he will secure the kill. Bane using his deadly cash to take down those two heroes. They will manage to take the crystal out of the base.
And with that, we have our first winner.
Victory!
That Team Celsius Esports will move on to the next round, and Oak Mathum unfortunately will have to say goodbye to Battle Knights for this season. And a beautiful showing by 02 with 17 kills on the board, with him being involved in every single one of them. That's a 100% teamfight participation by the Bane, who was active in every single aspect from pushing to farming to setting up the fight for his team. With a very close second by the Rome, Super Im providing the support that he needs. The combination of the two, the Bane, the Chip, and the Borg, to zone out the opponents from collapsing onto the Chip and Bane, was instrumental in allowing Celsius the domination that they had. Wonderful show by Team Celsius Esports, and congratulations to them. Please stay
So
tuned
true.
as we
So
come
true.
up for the next match. to the stream, everyone. This is Baldo13, joined by my co-caster Silverhawk, and we are watching the match of Vitality Esports, sorry, Sure Esports versus
I
Silver. Could
see
you help me with
lots
the
of
name?
prey.
Your team
Even
is banning.
it's let's just call it Trio Esports. Let's just call it Trio Esports by
Yes.
the suffix they have used.
And we're in round, uh, and this is day two. And right now we are in the drafting phase for our final game of the day. And this is going to be a very interesting match as we have two really strong teams showing up and facing off against each other. So I
Still
want to
waters
see
run
what kind
deep.
of
Your
draft do they
team
bring to the
is
table
banning.
and what kind of plays will they make. Like, are we going to see something new, or are we going to see a strategy that is popular executed to perfection? Let's see how they go.
Absolutely true. There's a Ling ban coming in from the Chore Esports, and I guess it's a meta ban that is pretty obvious. And let's see what's the blue side is going to ban. It's the tournament lobby helps a lot in taking all those time. Okay, it's going to be
Your
Destroy
Zas
team is
banned from the
banning.
blue side.
conquer.
And I have clarified it is Team Last Era. So Last Era has now banned out the Zask, and it's up to Chore Esports to give a response because Zask is a really strong pick. I've been seeing it a lot in rank, even in fact in MSC. So far, it has up to the quarterfinals. It had 100% win rate,
Butterflies
and I've not
born by
followed
my
up on the
Your team
wish,
semifinals,
is
so I can't give
banning.
you the
guided
exact
by
stats on that.
lantern flight.
Meanwhile, Zujin, another really strong hero, the amount of poke it can give, the displacement it offers, very strong kit for a hero in the mid, and it has a really good amount of sustain once you get the Clock of Destiny running, especially when the Zujin is running a Vengeance, gives it a huge amount of sustainability and poke. People seem to underestimate that a lot, but she racks up the damage really, really fast. We have
Even the
Chore
strongest of
Esports
currents
Your
fail to
team is
clear
now
me.
banning.
consisting of Kev, Phoenix, Vishal, Blue, and Ansari, with Last Era having Moon, Befall, Neon, Hentai Kamisama, and KZ. And as we speak, Last Era has taken out the Bane. And I think we saw the amount of damage a good Bane player can do in the previous game.
Absolutely true. So from the Chore Esports, I think what do you think? Like, what are they
Who
going to
said
run?
there are
Okay,
no
it's going to be
shortcuts
Chip
in
from
life?
the
Your
I
Chore
team
literally
is
Esports.
picking.
invented one.
Like, even if you see the last match, the Chip was so annoying for Minotaur, for Clint. He could just he could bring his whole family, he could just bring his whole team to fight for like 2 to 3 heroes and go back from to where they came from.
Exactly, the chip was an absolute menace. It was played by Super Im, if I'm not wrong, and he did an absolute great job on it. Now, for the first pick, there is a lot of options open. You have Luo, you have Julian, you have even Clint, who is a
My
staple in
mission
the
is
marksman
to
lane,
protect
Your
and the
team
mines.
is picking.
Hylos. You cannot forget this hero, you can't let it just slide. You need to have an answer to it. Either it be the Borg, either it be CC, or something like a Lunox to really, put a stop to this hero's damage. As the Ring of Judgment scales up, it is an absolute menace against any hero in lane. I have seen this hero 1v1 a Dyro at level 6, and that is something you can't just ignore in the current meta.
Absolutely true.
Hayabusa, Sanjo.
Okay, it's going to be Hayabusa from Chori Sports, and we know why they've picked Hayabusa. He could just actually kill and just back off
Gaze the
using his second
stars
quad
and
shadow.
Your
seek
It's
the
team
going to be
is
path.
Louis.
banning.
They could just use their ultimate, like do a snowball, like and they can just pick off 1 or 2 heroes and get farmed really easily. And we look on to the blue side. Maybe they're going for Lilia pick, but let's see how this goes. It's most probably, and if they see there's a Clint open, I would suggest if they pick Clint, maybe he could just handle the lane really well. If we buy Thunderbelt as a first item, he could actually manage to, increase his hybrid defense since the Thunderbelt has been revamped.
The Lilia is a good option to bait out Haya's UEG Shadow Kill, but at the same
Come
time,
on,
I was
Dexter. It's
kind of
our
expecting to
showtime.
It's
see
time to go to the
A
Arctic
Cecilia
show.
on pick
Your
in the
team
mid
is
Fun.
picking.
against a Luo because that's a good lane showing. Cecilion has enough range on his kit to effectively kite against Luo's displacement. Meanwhile, the Yin Yang overturn by Luo and her dispersion is a very strong kit to add a lot of poke damage onto the side of Chore Esports, who can poke down last era, and then Haya can walk in. If Vishal is currently playing Haya, Vishal can walk in with the Sky Piercer, secure his skills, and walk out. Meanwhile, Moon has picked up the Claude, and I think that is a pick in advance for the kind of tanky frontliners that might be picked up by
I've
Team
been
Chore
waiting for for
Esports.
too
Absolutely.
long.
And
Is
I think the Claude is also good because if you use your Claude's battle mirror image on time, if you time it well, you can actually cancel out the ultimate of Hayabusa. So far, great picks drafting by both teams, great responses. You have a carry that is there to answer to the Hylos. It's a very good draft so far. I'm really liking it. It's a spicy draft, as my other co-cast, my caster friend Linul says.
Absolutely right. The carry could melt down the Hylos in the late game really quick. And even if like the Hylos goes away with low HP, the Hayabusa can just go secure the kill and just come back. And even if that's not enough, they could just
your
use
team is
Louis
banning.
this diversion. They could just TP over there. They could get the kill.
Your team
But
is
I
banning.
don't think so. It's going to be that because it's Hylos. He's very, very, very tanky.
You need either you have to just stop the Hylos from effectively scaling up, or you could just ignore the Hylos altogether with Luo and just out rotate him. You maybe could take someone who lanes faster than a Hylos, like maybe a Benedetta. Maybe it could be a TC. It could be an Arlot who would not actually fight the Hylos. You would just clear the lane and just rush off to the team fights where he's needed. But on bans, we see a Terizla ban from Team Chori Sports, respecting the amount of utility the kit of Terizla brings. That penalty zone can cause absolute havoc onto their lineup.
Your
And a
team is
Bakshia ban.
banning.
A very interesting ban team by Team Chori Sports. Have they have looked into the profiles of their opponents and given a respect ban, or maybe they've noticed how Bakshia is not a good option to face off against. Let's see
That is
what they
true.
do.
I think so. They've banned Baxia because there's a Hylos. If those two become a frontliner and just gank in any turret, and if the gank, like if they secure a gank on carry, it's going to be brutal in the early game. And
I will
Baxia could
protect
scale up
you.
really quick in
Your
jungle.
team is
Okay,
picking.
it's going to be Lolita coming in from the blue side. I think it's to reflect, carry's basic attacks from the ultimate, so that even carry uses her ultimate to carry uses her ultimate to poke down the Hylos, melt down the Hylos. I think that's why they've already picked their tank,
I am the priestess
so
of
they will
Maybe
purple
not
Your
light,
team
let
is
them
the
pick
picking.
hunter of
Lolita.
all the evil gods.
maybe Hylos could be going in EXP lane. We never know. I've seen Hylos a lot more in EXP than in Rome. But moving on, we see the I've not didn't pay attention to the Yuzong ban, but it is pretty straightforward. An EXP for an EXP. You banned out two of the meta EXP lanes. Straightforward. Meanwhile, Ansari has picked up the Edith. And again, these are beautiful kits on all of these heroes. They have a ton of versatility, especially with Edith. She can be a frontline tank if you need it, or she can disengage and turn into a mobile turret who dishes out a crap ton of damage. And we have Alpha hovered over and probably picked up by
Your team
Hentai
is
Kamisama,
picking.
Kamisama, and Kaze has picked up the Minotaur. Overall, three melee heroes on the side of Lost Era as they have completed their draft. But the only changes they can do is to their battle spells and their emblems. Hopefully, the emblem changes are not so drastic that we see a high lows jungle. That would be exciting to see, but maybe not helpful to their draft. Now, waiting on the final pick for Chore Esports, Silver, what do you think would be the win condition for Lost Era, and how would they bring it up?
I think so. The last era, they're managing
True
to do a
love
brawl comp
is like blood.
to get a early success in the game because they have Alpha, they have Hylos, who actually don't need that much scaling. If the alpha goes level 4, they could actually gank and they could win the turtle fights by using fast true damage by S1 and S. Um,
No worries. And the last pick being Carmela, taken up by Kev. And we will move into the loading screen right before we enter the land of Dawn. And the emblem wise, we have pretty standard picks with Warcry picked up by the Hayabusa. In terms of new emblems, I see that is the only major change. Everything else being, pretty standard. Nothing
Welcome
new,
to
but
Mobile
nothing.
Legends!
Not it's not just because it's not new doesn't mean it doesn't work.
5
If it's not
seconds
broke,
till the
don't
enemy
fix it.
reaches the
And now
battlefield.
we're in the land
Smash
of
them!
Dawn, as Alpha has
Ults
started
deployed!
his red buff with taking the leash helps off his entire team as Claude marches alone onto his gold lane to face off against the carry. Meanwhile, a similar leash but not as intense was taken up by Chore Esports to help Vusal pick up that blue buff. And surprisingly, he picks up the buff faster than the alpha. And I think alpha's buff got reset. He made a slight error, but the buff was finally picked up. Meanwhile, we see a little poking happening with Minotaur and Lilia putting in that chip damage onto Kevin Ater as he is forced to pop his region. And I think he's taking a recall, taken down dangerously low. Meanwhile, on bot side, we see a clash between both XP to flicker out because the Ring of Judgment was too much punishment for him to take up in the early game. Blue is coming in for the support, but he backs out. Meanwhile, on top side, there's a heavy fight, but they just choose to back out. Visal does not pop in his ult, probably saving it for the turtle that is about to spawn in within 30 seconds.
okay, I'm back. Okay, looking on to
Some
the
more poke damage put in by Visal. I think Chore Esports is not going to be contesting that turtle,
that is true.
but
If we look on to the junglers, the farm difference isn't that much right now. It's almost the same. It's 8k for the both teams. The carry is really low. I think so. They'll just go for the turtle because Minotaur has his ultimate. Hylos will be poking down Kevin at the moment. They will manage to get the turtle and going back to the farm as they'll secure the turtle. Looking at the top side, the Claude is kind of poking carry right now. I think he has his ultimate right now to just kill the carry. And even Minotaur is coming to back him up. He will
and
use his ultimate. The carry will use her Purify. I think the Claude will probably not dive in because the carry has used her Purify. The Visal is there. He will not go and support the carry. He will just go and farm back. Looking on the river turtle side, both of the teams they're trying to do a brawl kind of stuff there. Maybe they're trying to get a team fight, but Minotaur no longer has his ultimate. The Louis with the Ling Yang Overton will not secure the skills. Okay, there's a gank coming in. Squad Shadow used from Hayabusa. Alpha will use his ultimate to back off. Carmilla, I think she don't have ultimate to just do the team fight. Hayabusa will take the Lipto Vandal. In the top side, both the MMs are hiding in the bush to just go and tap the minions and get their farm back up. Louis has her really low mana, she will take the recall. along with the Carmilla. If you look onto the itemizations of the both team, the Kaya is going for Star Piercer. He won't need as much farm to just bring the Star Pierce. The carry knows those two are there in the bush, Lilia and Minotaur, but I know because she doesn't have any backup with her side. Coming back onto the mid lane, this Carmilla and Louis, they will manage to clear the wave, and I think they're going for the turtle, but Minotaur has secured a really good position. I think they'll go for
And
the
the
team fight there. They're poking down the
and
turtle. Carmilla uses her ultimate. Maybe the team fight is going good for the blue side. They will manage to take the turtle. Breaking to it coming in from the claws. Hyros will come to back them up. Carry is being taken down. Alpha has been taken down by the Claude takes down the Hayabusa. Luya takes down Edith. Meanwhile, Louis also goes down within the team fight. They will manage to take a huge goal lead in the team fight. It's almost like 3k goal lead. And also they managed to secure the turtle. For Chode
and
Esports,
they're also moving in to secure the top turret. I hope they'll be able to take it in time, as Moon does manage to do so, and he even finishes clearing his lane before he walks away. Hylos' rotation into that fight was key, as his glorious pathway and a ring of judgment effectively just shut down the damage output from reaching their vulnerable allies. A great play by Lost Era. And meanwhile, on top side, Hayabusa has popped his OEG shadow kill, and a beautiful outplay by Moon. Is he able to make it out? No, it's not. Phoenix picks up the kill. Meanwhile, Carmilla has popped in her ult just to disengage, and ask to give a warning to Lilia to not overcommit onto that mid lane. Black Shoes has still not been popped too many times by that Lilia. She's not been harassed by this Hayabusa yet. Vishal not yet making a presence in this battle, but I'm sure he will once he gets up the items and the poke he needs. You can never underestimate the Hayabusa, a very strong hero. Meanwhile,
you know,
Ansari at bot side just sitting down and taking some time to scale up, because the comp that Chore Esports has right now is a scaling comp. They need a few more items to really get into their tempo.
that is true. That is true. Lilia will make her glowing wand for. I guess it's for this Edith's ultimate to slow down. No, I don't think so. Maybe it's for Carmilla. I don't think so. The anti-heal would help, but okay. They will manage to secure the turtle. Looking on the bot side, the Claude will use his blazing duet onto Edith. Edith will not feel that much pain. She will manage to go back to the turret.
I guess the Edith has built up that Dom ice, maybe. That is why she did not feel that much damage. Meanwhile, on mid side, we see a bush camp with Kev trying to bait out, but Phoenix exposes their position to secure the lane clear. With 4 people of Lost Era on bot side, they might see a possible collapse on Ansari as he is low. But I don't think they have enough minions on them to force. Meanwhile, on camp, KZ has made a camp on there. Kevin's forced to flicker out. Claude walks in with the battle mirror image to bait them out, but they do not fall for it. Chore Esports forcing the yin yang overturn by Blue as he pushes them away. But I think will they choose to defend this turret, or will they give it up? And I think they've not been given a choice to do so, as they're forced away by Lilia's bombs and pushing them away. Meanwhile,
That's
on mid
great.
lane, Hylos has popped his glorious pathway, and they pick up the kill on Kev.
If we look at the Hayabusa will most probably take down the Lilia because Lilia doesn't have a black shoes anymore. The Minotaur is keeping his position really well hidden, so that if he just uses the management blazing to it coming in from Claude, he will most likely get the kill, but no, they will not get the kill. Hayabusa and Rui will manage to go back into the turret. I think they're going back into the backfire. Edith uses a CC, and maybe I think they're trying to go back in.
Huge plays across the board. Vishal walks in with the the shadow kill almost, but actually, unfortunately, his shadow kill just came off cooldown, not in time to probably secure the kill on that Alpha. Alpha thanking his stars. Meanwhile, he baits out the black shoes of Befall, but they're forced to disengage as they're low on HPs. Chori Sports disengaging, uh, and a lot of their skill sets have been used up in that minor trade in the mid fight. Meanwhile, Alpha, with the help of his team, destroys that Lord within 10 seconds. As they move into the blue buff of Visal, Claude Battle Mirror images in,
Okay, there's
but
a
the
team
blue
fight
is
coming
secured
in.
by
Minotaur will use his
huge
ultimate.
stat.
Hylos will back his team up, but still it will be no longer helpful. The Claude uses Blazing Duet, will choke down the carry, but he will go back in his safe place. I think Hayabusa will able to secure the recall. I mean, sorry, VLC managed to secure at the base. He'll manage to fulfill his HP. Looking at the team fights, most probably, the blue side is winning every team fight as far as I've seen. It's like so far so good for them.
You're right, Silver, and it is a difficult phase for Chore Esports right now. If they can make it out of here, I feel a good diversion play by Luo, allowing Ansari to catch them, is what could turn this match around. They should not allow their tempo to be dictated by Lost Era. But right now, the goal lead is, allowing Lost Era to take names as they see fit. And again, the gold shield is popped on top. Lord marching down, and they're not actively pushing it. A huge
This,
3-man catch by Carmilla. A huge Minoan Fury. 4-man caught, but it's not enough. Meanwhile, there's a heavy dive. Visal has defended the Lord. Claude finally gets killed by Ansari. And it's a successful base defense for sure Esports. As
just
despite both their turrets being so low, man,
no,
they're able to defend it. A
just look
beautiful
at
comeback.
the turret HP. Just look at the turret HP. It's like only one hit left to take down the turret. It's really low. It's like a clutch moment for them. Now,
Exactly, it's a beautiful play.
I think so. They'll go for the turrets now to at least make kind of to scale back up because they're back in the goal lead. Hayabusa and Carry will take the minions to get their farm back up. I think they're trying to do a hidden play right now. Carmilla most likely is backing off. Minotaur is there. I think they're trying to gank them.
And they collapsed
Uh,
onto the Minotaur. And Visal secures the kill with the Sky Piercer. Wonderful play, wonderful play. Meanwhile, lane pressure is still in the hands of Lost Era, and Cho Esports' Phoenix has decided that should not be the case any longer as he moves down to bot with the help of Blue and Kev. And they secure their turret on the bot side. Caddy getting that much needed farm for her to start dominating.
that's right.
Their roaming
I think they have got back their farm up. The Carry has a lot of gold now. She has all of her core items if we have seen so far. The mid minions, they're trying to take the mid tier, the mid inhib turret. Okay, they will manage to take that tier. The Hayabusa will not be able to defend the turret. The Lord coming,
meanwhile,
spawning in 2 seconds.
the Lord is spawning, as you say, they started to bait it out. In fact, interestingly, I saw the Luo make the Queen's Wings, the Blood Wings first. Meanwhile, Hylos has popped his Radiant, the Glorious Pathway, and he's zoning away the Carmilla from the fight. Moon, with his Battle Mirror image, has secured the kill on Blue. The Luo Yi is unavailable for this fight. Visal will have to play the Miracle Retribution if he wants to secure this Lord, as his team is zoned away by the fall. Ansari is moving in, but he's too late, and I don't think they might even get their blue buff with the amount of pressure on him. But he's forced to retribution and he backs off. And now,
And he gets
Chor
the buff.
Esports, and he gets. Oh, he does not get the buff. Does he get the buff?
I think so. He did get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
buff.
I saw him. I saw him take the retribution. So he did get the buff. He has the blue on him. And Chor
That's right.
Esports now has to prepare for the Lord that is marching down mid lane. The mid lane Lord is the hardest to defend, as he can easily kite onto the other turret and take another turret down with him. So hopefully they kite the turret onto their other inhibitor instead of marching onto their base. Meanwhile, they've left their Lord to do as they like, but Case is walking in with his flicker ready. Vishal
Ogi
forces
Shadow
the
Kill
black
coming in from
shoes.
Hayabusa. Ogi Shadow Kill coming in from Hayabusa. They will manage to pop out the black shoes. There's a huge team fight coming in.
Team
Carmela's
attacks.
ultimate coming in. Lilia
Beautiful.
will poke,
Let's go.
Lilia will poke down the Hayabusa's Spot Shadow, but he will manage to get his HP back. I think they've defended the Lord now. Only those Lord minions coming in from the mid side, they'll manage to get it as well. They'll manage to secure it. They'll manage to clear it. I think there's no more pressure coming in. Black Shoes again popped by Lilia. I don't think she's dead now. Yeah, so she'll be taken on by Hayabusa by Sky Piercers. Hayabusa will get a Sky Piercer. There's a huge gang coming in. Minotaur's ultimate will knock up four of those. Hayabusa will go and like four people, but he'll still taken down by those. Hayabusa uses Shadow Kill, but will not be able to secure the kill on Alpha. Alpha, Claude, they will they will most probably take the kill, maybe. The Blazing Duet coming in from Claude. The Hayabusa escapes at really low HP by using his Scorch Shadow. If we look at the Alpha manages to take his blue buff right now. Hayabusa will most probably take his purple buff as well because it's really needed for Hayabusa. But maybe, Alpha is going for his purple buff, but yeah, Hayabusa secures the blue buff. The Anmila will be most probably will be taken down. Okay, no, she manages to escape, but at a force of her ultimate. So she doesn't have her ultimate for almost 20 to 30 seconds right now. They're waiting for another lot. I think they should freeze the lanes, but they're not freezing the lanes at all. The carry is taking all the farm. I think there'll be a TP coming in from Louis to take at least one or two heroes down, like Lilia or Claude. Edith will clear the bot side, so there's no more pressure, minion pressure coming into the red side. Lord spawning in 1 second. Alpha will secure that mid wave so the minions will go in and they will manage to get the vision for them to take the Lord really easily. They will poke down the Lord. I think they're trying to bait it. They're not attacking it at the full potential. I think they're just trying to bait it. Diversion coming in from Louis. It's 4-man diversion. There's a team fight coming in. Carmela uses her ultimate. There's a knockup coming in from Claude. There's a knock coming in from Lord. There's a Minotaur ultimate coming in with knockup. 3 heroes. Alpha takes down Carmela. Minotaur, meanwhile with this knockup, will take down Louis as well. Alpha, I think they'll just go back to the Lord now. Edith is not in the team fight. She has to protect those waves, so there's no minion pressure coming in for the red side. I think the Lord there's a lot of pressure to them. I don't think if they manage to secure this Lord, maybe carries true potential may become a comeback for them. The Lords marching down from the mid lane, they are keeping their positions really well hidden. The ward popping in from Hayabusa, they will take the vision of Alpha, Lilia, and Minotaur. Minotaur doesn't have his flicker to, knock back 3 or 4 people back again. Lord will take the tier. Maybe there's going to be team fight coming in. Carmela's ultimate being popped up. Ogi Shadow Kill coming from Hayabusa. Black Shoes being popped up. Hayabusa manages to secure the kill on Hayabusa. Carry takes down High Loss with her light wheels. They will manage to secure this slot as well. Divergent coming in from Louis. There's a 4-man divergent. They will also manage to secure the kill on Lilia. Alpha is taking that creep. Maybe it's a huge risk if it's taken down. I think that's game over for the last era. There's really impressive. Oh my god, the minion wave! They managed to destroy the base because they ignored the minion wave and went for in the kill to take down the Lilia. Oh my god!
This is a
Oh
big
god.
disappointment.
It was a nice lot different from their side, but there's a really troll text coming in from last era. It's pretty sad, but still, the Lord Defend was really cool from Chori Sports. If we see at the damage and the team fight participation from both the teams, the Minotaur and Lilia will have 92% of team fight participation. That's the highest, along with the Hayabusa. But he couldn't manage to, take down Claude in the team fight because Claude had like made a immortality to defend himself up. If we see the turret damage, Claude deals almost 70% of the turret damage. I guess that will be it for today's matches. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Along with my co-caster Baldudu,